Check. Test. Check. There we go. Oh man, are you kidding me? Wow. I hope you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up, somebody, if you guys can hear me. Please. Anybody? Are you out there? Now, it's funny, man, with Windows. I used this computer last night, turned it off, went to bed, got up, went to work, came home, turned it back on, and no microphone. My microphone is muted. Like, just automatically. It makes no sense. Anyway, welcome to Windows, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome aboard. This guy's driving through a wall. Seriously, dude? Is that bad? Love the song. I'm gonna let the song ride out for a little bit. I want to welcome all you guys on board. Explain 1972 here. Welcome all the new watchers. Welcome all the old watchers. And welcome all the regulars. You know, the guys who sit at the bar every day, all day. Welcome to everyone. Appreciate you guys joining me here. Appreciate you guys hanging out and checking out the stream. And we are in Pensacola right now. Look at this. We got the airfield out here. And we got these guys walking over. But welcome, guys. How you guys doing? I hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's happy. And this is where we are. Pensacola International Airport. There's going to be some kind of Tomcat air show coming up here. So anyway, that's where we are, man. And welcome to another Explain 1972 stream. I hope everybody's okay. I hope all is well. And we have sorted out all the problems. What's up, Basti? Welcome aboard, man. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, but thanks for joining. And here we are, sitting in the Toliss A319 Spirit Airways. And we're flying this plane today because we want to check out the AviTab real quick and make sure that it works perfectly on a flight. And that everything that's prescribed in the program works good. So we're going to take it to a live flight from Pensacola, Florida, all the way down to Miami. So we're going to go to Miami today. Alright, so let's jump up on board here real quick and get this thing started. I learned something new for the very first time. By the way, here she is. Nice and lovely in all her glory, and I'm getting a good 36 FPS. Are you kidding me? Love that. Yeah, I learned something valuable. I didn't remember or recognize that there are actually two Tolisses out there, same airplane. One's a standard def and one's a high def. Didn't remember that. And so somebody mentioned that to me when I posted that video last night of the review. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't work. And somebody else stepped up and said, yeah, you have to have the high def. Didn't know that. I just learned that. So that's what we found out, because I also loaded the wrong airplane today also. So hey, there you have it. Anyway, we're going to power up this plane today. One of the first things we want to do is get this IRS over to nav, get it all fired up. And of course, tediously, we gotta adjust all these screens to bright. Man, if I had to do this every time I get in an airplane, I'd be pissed. I mean, I know it's coming from cold and dark, so probably that's the reason why. But let's get all these screens up here to the brightest position. Let's see. That's good. One more. There you go. That's good. Alright, so these are bright. And we're good. We're up. We have external power on. What's the outside temperature? 12. So let's get some warm air in here. Start up the APU real quick. 1, 2, 3. It's going to start. We should see the APU screen. Very good. And then we should see the flap open come on here. That means it's going to be firing up shortly. So yeah, that should be what it is. So, yeah, that's the problem with time zones, man. I understand Vatsim. It's cool. Alright, APU is firing up. That's good. We'll wait for that to come up in the meantime. Let's turn to this bad boy right here. We'll take it on a live flight, and one of the first things we want to do is get in here, just make sure our flight plan is in here. We're going to PNA to MIA. PNS, there it is. PNS to MIA. So that's our flight. And we already filed it. Did we file it on Vatsim? You know what? Let me go ahead and make sure that it's filed. I know we're not going to have any ATC coverage, but don't care. Just want to have it on here so people can track the flight. Here we go, flight plan. File that. So that's filed, good to go. Alright, so yeah, back to the charts. This is our plan right here. Pensacola, Florida, Miami International, A319, November 319 Sierra Bravo, or Spirit Wings 2806 is what we're going to be doing. So we got that in there. Let's make sure we can bring up our Navigraph. So I'm going to run through the flows here like I would if I'm going to be conducting a flight, which I'm doing right now. Bring out airport info, and here is the airport info right here. We're sitting at the long little gate in Pensacola. More than likely we're going to be taking 8 or 26. We'll find it out in a minute. Alright, go back home. We don't need routes. The maps we don't need to see right now. Notes, yeah, notes we can type in our flight plan if we need it as a quick reference. And we can also use it to do a bunch of other different things like the ATIS and stuff like that we can write down. So I'm going to go ahead and copy over the flight plan here. Give me a sec. Let me copy that from Windows. Let's go to Notes, Keyboard, and Copy. Alright, so there's our flight plan right there. So it's going to be CEW, J2, DFun, Cablo, Bolsey, Nikki, Q81, Endu, Julie, and Scots 5. So that's going to be our flight plan. So we'll have it as a quick reference. We'll also probably use it for the ATIS too when we pull the weather on this. Talk about weather, let me also make sure we bring up active sky here and get this thing going. Alright, so these are the things that we need. Most of the charts right now. So we can start loading up this airplane and stuff. So it's what, NPS? Let me do the init ref on this thing real quick. Kilo, November, Papa Sierra. Okay, MIA. I'm pretty sure it's not raining out. That's Sky Vector. That's active sky rolling in there. Okay, PNS. I see. PNS. KMIA. There it is. And we are NKS 2806. And we got flight number 390. Oh yeah, that's how far we're going up today. What was the cost index on this thing? Cost index is 21. Yeah, man, it's so nice having all my flight info in the airplane itself, so we can just refer back to it real quick. We're going to align the IRS there, and that's so far so good for the, yeah, we can also put in our weight too. Let's look that up and see, man. Awesome. Let's look at, see what weights we're going to be getting here. We should be getting the zero fuel weight of, what is that going to be? Let's see, page 3. Zero fuel weight is going to be 54.2. But we're going to make sure and bring up the ISCS screen here real quick. That's the Toliss screen for you guys. And we're going to load aircraft based on what the screen says. So we have both of those side by side. Aircraft configuration. Passengers 114. Sweet. Not full. And we have fuel is going to be total fuel on board 7.0. Oh, good. Awesome. Pre-fuel. Zero fuel weight, we need it to be 54.2. It's currently 55. So let's take it from the front and the back here. Make sure we have our cargo evenly distributed. Yeah, well, that's it. So that's the weight of the airplane. So we got that good. Got that set. We can come over to the FMGS here or whatever. What do we call it again? I forgot on this thing. So it's going to be 29.0/54.2. 29.0/54.2. And block is 7.0. Fuel. There we go. Good. So that's it. All right. So we're done with that. We'll come back to this later on, and we're just going to run through our flight plan here real quick. Put that in, and good to go. Hey, what's going on, First Officer Phil? Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. You'll be back permanently in around an hour. Sorry about that. No problem, First Officer Phil. Stop it. Thanks for dropping by. Absolutely appreciate that. But I'll see you later when you come. Let's get rid of this ground handling stuff. We got all the passengers on board. We got weight and fuel on, so we can get rid of this stuff here. We can drive away all of these bad boys. I think we get the baggage carts first to drive away, and then the catering vehicles take a little bit longer. Here we go. That's what they do. Alright, so these guys are going to drive away. Then we're going to have the catering vehicles start to pull back. I love the animation on it. Even the slide out ramp works in this too. I haven't set up any kind of custom jar ground handling stuff. This is basically the default that I'm using. So, you know, it is what it is, and that's what we get. Alright, so those are going away. A couple of things we can do while they're going away is do that, get rid of that, and then we can close up some of these doors right away too. Oh, yes, this screen is such a bug to me, but hey, what you gonna do? Ground services. So let's close cargo, aft, forward, back door, front door. They was gonna have the front door open here. Yeah, so everything is closing up. There goes the cargo doors. I think when it's completely full, you see like pictures in here. At least that's what I noticed the last time I flew the Toliss. Yeah. All right, APU bleed can come on, and we can turn off the ground power. That's good. We could lose that, and then we just got one door open. Let's put in the flight plan real quick. Easiest way to see it is go back to our note page, and we can even pop this bad boy up right there. Get it over to the notes page and put it in. There you go. So, no departure runways. Actually, I lie. What is the departure runway? Let's go back to page 1 of our plan. Let's see. So that's fuel. Page 2 shows. Here we go. Saying right now we're using runway 8 direct to CEW. So PNS, we're going to do departure runway 8. No SID, insert that. And then on the flight plan is CEW is the first waypoint. You don't know, guys don't know how excited I am to be able to show you the setup thing here. I mean, I know you guys know how to set it up, but just for me. So CEW is going to take us into an airway, and that airway is Juliet 2. J2, good. And then from J2, defund, D-E-F-U-N, Foxtrot, Uniform November. And from defund, we go direct Cablo, C-A-B-L-O. Then from, no, C-A-B-L-O. It's not in there. That's what it says, C-A-B-L-O. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to flight plan and see if we can put Cablo right there. Here it is. Oh, so the Toliss is not complete because in the flight factor you can dump in waypoints from that screen. That's good. Cablo is ballsy or ballsy. Very ballsy of you. B-U-L-Z-L-Z-I. One thing about the Toliss, this screen here is much slower than the one in the 3D cockpit when you're inputting information, so you can't really rush it. I found it out. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Nikki, N-I-C-K-I. Kilo Uniform. C-K-I, Kilo India. And then from Nikki, Q81. So we got to go back to Nikki. Airways, Quebec 81. And then from that we go ENDEW, E-N-D-E-W. And then one more waypoint, Julie J. Lulu, Lima, India. See if I can put it here. No, so we gotta go back to the flight plan. We're gonna put Julia. Julie goes here. Good. And then arrival in Miami. We're going to be doing runway 30 it's giving us right now. That might change. And the start is going to be the Scots 5, or Scot 5. There we go. Thank you. And transition, no transition. And via Julie. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely. Alright, we can insert that. And let's come over here, close up the screen, and run through this plan, make sure everything is good. So that's what we're going to do. And setup is almost what's going on, Alberta? Welcome on board, man. Good to see you. How was Pensacola to Miami? Well, far. Flight time is about 1 hour 20. Drive-wise, you're looking at about 6 to 8 hours drive, I want to say. Yeah. To Tallahassee is like 6 hours. Pensacola is going to be about 8 hours drive. What's going on, Alan? Mr. Augusta, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on our stream out of Pensacola down to Miami. And we're just going to finish up here. Let's do plan mode real quick and run through this flight plan. Starting with Pensacola right there. All right, so we're doing runway heading, which is 80 degrees. We're heading to the north. And we're going to step through this real quick and see where it takes us. So we go 8 to CEW, Defon, Cablo, come all the way down, Brittany, Andu, Barry, Deeds, Wallop, go downwind and come back to runway 30. So the wind is coming from out west this time, not off the ocean in Miami. Alright, so we can work with that. That's good. Alright, plan looks good. We'll see if it changes for now. A couple more things here to set up. As a matter of fact, let me welcome these people up board.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard from a flight deck. This is your captain speaking. I want to thank all of you for being with us today. We're just getting the last of the luggage stowed on board and we should be departing on time in just a few minutes. I will be speaking to you again later on, so thanks again and enjoy the flight.
Thank you. Good deal. Let's go to perf. In it. We can go perf. And in the perf window, let's bring up this screen one more time. The ISCS screen. Man, this screen is huge. Are you kidding me? So big. Alright. So, if we go to config, it's going to be a flap 1 takeoff. So that means the speeds are 130, 139, 142, 130. 139. Means we're at a light, that's good. 142. Never seen a V speed in this low here. 142. Nice. It's gonna be 1/ where does it say here? Up 0.0. So we're trimmed out evenly here. We're evenly distributed in weight. Never seen that before. Usually has some kind of trim on it, but no, we're good. And it's flex temp to 72. Wow. It's backing off on the power there. That's cool. Alright, that's good. So we are set up. We're ready to go, man. You know what we didn't do though? Back to our airport. We don't have a departure out of here. That's good. Okay. Now we're doing runway 8, so the taxi is going to be really quick. Probably go to Alpha 7 Bravo to the end. That's good deal. So we're going to maintain what, 5,000 feet to begin with. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're good to go. All set up. Let's call a pushback truck and start the pushback and get out of here. Get some flying done.
Show me where you want to go.
Now, this airport right here is tight. We don't want to touch any buildings or any fence, so we got to come back here and then move it forward to here somewhere. Right there. All right. So we don't want to blast anybody on the pushback and out of here. So that's it. So we should get our
cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Tow is driving up. Let's close up the doors. And let's go, go, go. So the last door can close. This one right here. Sweet. And that door is closed up. And pushback is coming. Let's go ahead and set our beacon light. Seatbelt sign can come on. And also set our squawk code. TARA. And set that to on. Good deal. Alright, so yeah. We're good. There goes the beacon. Here goes the truck. And we're pushing back. Looks like we got some overcast skies here in Pensacola. That's
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
go ahead and connect. So yeah, that is active sky doing its cloud texture things. Anyway, yep, that's it. Alenz, I have a question. What should I get, flight factor or this plane? I'm new to Airbus. If you'd asked me about a week ago, I would say absolutely get the flight factor as your first Airbus. I'm beginning to change my mind on that. I'm beginning to, not because the flight factor is a lesser plane than the Toliss, but right now for me, I almost feel like the Toliss is more fun to fly. I can't put my finger on it why. It just is. And then with the EFB and the Toliss, it just makes it that much better for me. You know, so I would say, grab the Toliss if you can. You know, grab it, man. That's what I'd go with. It's a cheaper airplane, I think, and you're gonna have tons of fun from it. It's got the basics as far as a Airbus is concerned and X-plane. You know, I've seen pilots done a comparison between this and the flight factor, and they're pretty close. So that's what I'd go again. Aha, good question there about the cockpit. This is new textures for the cockpit that somebody put out. I want to say it's HD textures, but I could be wrong. And it is looking nice and sharp, almost like the flight factor. So yeah, that's what it is. That's why it looks so good. So glad you noticed that.
May we have your attention, please, for the following presentation about safety on board.
Let's see.
Your hand luggage must be placed in the overhead bin
N2 is starting,
or under the seat in
rotating.
front.
That's good.
It's forbidden to place hand
hear it
luggage
start
in
up
front
right
of
there.
the bulkhead seats
Why is
or
this
the
Beamer
emergency
X5
exits.
driving on my
For safety
plane?
reasons, the use of any electronic devices is prohibited during taxiing, takeoff, and landing.
The flight factor is
Personal
$90
electronic
and Toliss is $70.
such as telephones
Okay.
and wireless transmitting devices.
20
cannot
bucks
be
makes a
used
difference
at
for
any
you.
time
Grab the
during the
Toliss. You
flight.
won't go wrong with any of them.
Please fasten your seatbelt
You
now as we're
should
taking
know
off.
that the flight factor is very heavy on frames. It is very heavy. It's a frame-heavy airplane.
Because turbulence can occur
So,
unexpectedly,
the hell's wrong
you
with
are
this guy?
obliged to have your seatbelt fastened
It's
whenever
very
you're
frame-heavy,
seated,
so
until the aircraft
expect
comes
that.
to a full
We
stop
gotta turn
after
on these
landing.
things.
Whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is on, the use of the lavatories is not
This is a
permitted.
very frame
For
light
takeoff
airplane.
and landing,
So yeah.
make sure that the back of your seat is in a fully upright
All right, let's
position
see
and that
if
your
the
tables are
EGT's
folded
up.
away. Secure infants with the infant's belt, which will be
Let's go ahead and
distributed
start
by your
engine
flight
one.
attendant if needed. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted at
Oh,
any
we had
time
one
on
running,
board.
didn't we?
Smoking in the lavatories is
All right,
dangerous
we're going to start up engine
and will
2.
activate a
Engine
smoke
1's already
alarm.
running. Although I
If
did kill
cabin
it.
pressure is
There
lost,
it is right there.
oxygen masks will be released automatically. Pull the mask towards
And
your
we
face
got
and
rotation
cover
on it.
your nose and mouth.
Operation
both
complete.
children
Set
and
parking
other
brake.
passengers.
Yeah, this
In
is
case
one
of
of the
impact
Disconnecting
on
tow.
land
Stand
or
by.
least
water,
frame-intensive
position yourself as
airplanes
shown on the screen. You may use
X-plane.
either position
It really is.
to evacuate the aircraft. Follow the illuminated escape
Right.
path
You know what? The
markings.
layout of this window is
The
so much different
emergency
from the flight
exits are
factor. This is
identified
up
by
here on
exit
flight factor, so I
signs
made a mistake
and
on
are
the N1
located
there,
as
but we're
shown
good.
on the screen and
All
the
right, we got
safety
cut
on
out
board
on
card.
it. That's good. It's coming up. Let me go ahead and turn on the terrain radar once these guys drive away and there's some more stuff to set up this airplane.
Your life jacket is located under your seat
Man, these ground services
or
don't
below
play.
the armrest.
Link for the HD. Yeah, Batsy, I'll post it. It's also on my Discord channel.
Oh,
So,
it's
if you
disconnected.
haven't
Flight
check
has
that
been
out.
removed.
Give me a
Hand
few.
signal on the right. Well, see you next time
Yeah,
and have a
and
safe flight.
the developers for Toliss are very, very, very
If the
committed,
life jacket
and
does
that's
not
the next
inflate
thing too.
or needs
So,
more air,
you know,
blow through the rubber
take that as another
infant life
consideration when
jacket
you buy the
will be
airplane.
distributed if required.
I love the flight factor. It's the
In case of emergency on water, the evacuation
let's see.
slide will serve as raft. The safety on board
It's
card
weird
shows
between
the
two
various
planes,
procedures
but
and the
this
use and
plane's getting
location
better
of
and
the
better.
safety
They've done like
equipment.
so many
Please
updates
study
to
the
it already,
card
and
carefully.
that's what makes it good.
In
Alright, so
an
the guys
emergency,
there,
you
we got
must
the
follow
pen.
the orders given
Good to
by
go.
the
Let's set
crew.
up a couple of things here. That's good
Thank
there.
you for your attention.
One thing we didn't do here is put in our ATIS
Für weitere Informationen
275.
wenden Sie sich bitte an Ihr Kabinenpersonal. Im Notfall müssen Sie sich an die Anweisungen der Besatzung halten. Wir danken für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.
That's good.
Plus amples informations, veuillez vous adresser à
Alright,
votre
so let's
personnel
start
de
from
cabine.
here. Taxi
En
light
cas
can
d'urgence,
go
vous
on.
devez suivre les instructions de l'équipage. Nous vous remercions de votre attenzione. Per
Alright,
ulteriori
that's taxi.
informazioni, la preghiamo
We
di
can light us
contattare
on.
il personale
We
di
can on
cabina.
the
In caso di emergenza
speed
è
brakes
obbligatorio
and
seguire
the
le
auto brake
istruzioni
here,
dell'equipaggio.
Max.
La
Let's
ringraziamo
turn
per
on
la
that
sua
switch
attenzione.
there. We have TARA. And let's make sure that the cabin has been notified. All the calls, that's good. And then we can put this back to normal. Here we go, perfect. Alright, so gotta set flap on this to flap 1. And then we gotta do a flat check, and then we're gonna start our taxi out here. And that's right. And that's left. And come down here and make sure we got right, left, down, up, rudder right, rudder left. Very good. And we can do takeoff config. Yeah, sweet. Alright. Good to go. Let's look at our taxi chart here. So we're basically going to go straight ahead to A7 and left on Bravo. We're good to go. Alright, let's do this. Let's roll them out. Love how these airplanes just roll on their own. That's Alpha 3. We don't need that. We need Alpha 7. Actually, we could do Alpha 3 to Alpha and then left on Bravo. That's what we're going to do. And that's us leaving the gate. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Love this little airplane, man. It's so sporty. That's a word. Absolutely it is. Hey Alan, thanks for the subscription, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I will try to reward you with as many flights and streams as possible and video content and reviews. I hope you guys like the reviews, the 2 reviews I've done so far. I'm hoping to review more products in the future, you know, for the sim. I love X-Plane so much that anybody wants to give me anything to review, I'll do an honest video review for you and give you credit for it. So I hope you guys like that. Alright, here's a control tower. Do you think his voice is too quiet? I kind of have problems to understand. Is that me you're talking about, Vatsim? Am I too quiet? Let me know, man. Yeah, the cabin announcements can get loud, so that's probably what it is. This is Pensacola, Alan, and let me go ahead and turn up my mic to make a right turn here. I'll go ahead and adjust my mic a little bit more, and let me know if it's too low for you guys. Let's do that. Alright, mic volume. Alright, I hope that's better. You guys can hear me better? Give me a thumbs up if that's louder for you guys, okay? Appreciate it. Alright, so I guess we're going to go straight ahead past the terminal here and get to the end of the runway. I guess the only criticism I have for the Toliss right now, guys, would be the exterior engine sound. It could be better, especially in flight and flybys. It could be much better than this. But other than that, I like it. I like the airplane. Man, it's a short taxi. We're already at the end. Alright, let's bring on all the lights here. Strobe can come on. Let me turn off light, take off light. Bring the cabin. APU blue can come off and APU can come off. And let's slow it down. A little too sensitive there on the tiller, the yaw for this airplane. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause here for a sec and just stop here for a sec. Get the brake on. And let me just adjust this real quick. Give me a second here. I'm going to calibrate U. Curve response. Let's go linear on that. Apply. Done. Hope that's better. Yeah, how's the microphone, guys? Let me know if it's better, okay? The IKEA code for the Spirit is NKS. NKS. That's what you want to look for. Hey, Darren, what's going on? Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you hanging out, stopping by with us here. We're in Pensacola. We're heading down to Miami right now. That's where we're going to be heading, but good to see you. Yeah, the scenery is in the forums. It's a freeware scenery that I'm running, so you can definitely get that. HD Sim, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We are testing out this tablet, and it looks like it's good. So let's get on runway 8 and get out of here, guys. What we could do is start the clock and release parking brake and go. Alright, everything is normal. Nothing on TCAS. Oh, we almost forgot to turn on the weather radar. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. Don't expect any weather, but I want to see if it works in this sim properly. This is Florida. We don't need any terrain radar. The only terrain you're going to run into is going to be in the ground down here. Let's do system 1, auto, auto, auto. And I think that should be it for the TCAS here. It's on cow. I'm not sure the gain is. Let's put it on 4 on the gain. Good deal. Alright, ready to go? Let's do it. Alright, Manflex 72. A little bit too. Whoa, there's rudder pedal way too sensitive now. Are you kidding? Hold on. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. What is going on? Alright, I'm going to reject this takeoff. Takeoff rejected. Rudder pedals are way too sensitive now. And there's a rejected takeoff. Auto brake kicked in. We're going to actually go ahead and taxi back to the gate here. Oh, man. Not sure what happened there. I swear I turned down the sensitivity on these things. I guess I didn't. Let me taxi back off the runway here and start again. I think that's my first rejected takeoff. Oh man, hope I didn't kill anybody in the back there. Oh no, let's get off this runway. Yeah, rudder pedals are way too sensitive now. I turn it the wrong way in the adjustment. Alright, we're going to taxi back to Charlie, cross that runway, and go back to the end and do this all over again. Now let's do that. And before we taxi all the way back up, let me just go ahead and readjust these pedals. Yeah, we wouldn't have made it down the runway real good. I promise you, we would have been off in the grass, and that wouldn't have been a good start here. Alright, stop here for a minute. Again. Set that, and I'm going to turn off the blower motor. That quiet things down for you guys so you guys can hear me. A couple of things we got to do. Auto brake's got to go back to max. Got to check with the cabin, make sure everybody's okay. And we got to check our takeoff config again. There we go. That's normal. The brakes are hot. Okay, no problem. Turn on the brake fans. Alright, here we go. Response curve. Take it all the way down. There we go. apply that. Good. We're done. Alright, we have to turn on the fan there for a second and the brakes, get them cooled down. In the meantime, let's start this over. Let's restart the clocks. And taxi back over. It's my first rejected takeoff, guys. That was kind of scary. Wow. Basti said, what I think Fly Factor has done is an amazing job at all the system delays. That's true. There are little touches, but it feels more genuine. Absolutely true. On the Toliss example, if you switch the engine mode set to the ignition, engine sounds are great on this plane. They're okay, I think. The eCam page immediately reacts, which is true. There's no delay on it. On the FF, it is a realistic delay. That is true, Basti. I gotta give it that. But I think in this sim, sometimes you gotta look at the fun factor of stuff. And for right now, this plane is just fun to fly. But you're right. Can't disagree with you at all. But you kind of prefer the Toliss now, too. Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. Alright, hope the brakes are cool. Turn off the brake fans. And we should be back into takeoff config there. We are back at the terminal. Alright, let's get to the end and do this one more time. That was all my fault. Brakes are still hot. Really? Okay. I hope it doesn't give me a brake inhibit for takeoff after that rejected takeoff. I mean, the temperatures look fine, 300 C. So I'm learning more about this Airbus as time goes by. The minute I pull the throttles all the way back on takeoff roll is when it went into auto brake kicked in automatically. The max kicked in. So I guess that's what's somewhat realistic when it comes to what it should be in a rejected takeoff scenario. All right, stop here for a sec. It's giving me a, what is that? 72 C's at the brake temperature warning. Is that what it's saying? Is it going to give me an inhibit? It is saying that everything is ready. Maybe I could take off with the brake fan the way it is. Let's try it again. Alright, let's start the clock one more time. All my lights are still on. That's good. Beacon, strobe is on. It's good. And let's line them up again and see if we can get a good lineup and a good takeoff roll here one more time. As I like to call these things, learning lessons. Let's line this up properly here. Yeah, this nose gear is so sensitive. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Manflex 72, let's go. Just gonna do gentle inputs on the rudder here. That's good. Alright, nice. And it responded in kind. Looks like we do have a crosswind coming on to the left here. 100 knots.
100.
Checked. We're running out of runway soon here.
B1.
Wow. Right up to the end.
Rotate.
Alright. Rotate.
Positive rate gear room.
Alright, the gear can come up. On view. There we go. Gear's coming up. And we're going to make a left turn immediately out. Get the nose down a little bit. And there goes the gears. And there we go, out of Pensacola. Nice. And let's follow the flight directors here. Hand flight for a little bit. And what we could do is go direct to the first waypoint. Direct to CEW, insert that, good to go. And there we go. Let's make the red to CEW. As we go through the clouds, go back to the throttle climb. There we go, nice. Alright, so climb's good, speed's good so far. It is hand flying nicely. Let's go wings level, nose down just a little bit. And let's get up to 12,000 on this. Good deal. Alright. And let's just follow the flight directives here. Alright, so speed's building up in the airplane, that's good. And we can go flap 1 up. Airplane speeding up, good deal. And we have a cloud layer to go through there, nice. Alright, she's flying nice, guys. Got that under control. We had to scare her on the takeoff roll, but looks like we're going to be good. Now let's extend the range on that. See where we go. Good deal. Brakes are hot. Okay, fans on, no problem. Alright, so we're climbing out. Acknowledge that the brakes are hot, but the fan is still on. That's good. Not an issue. We're in IMC basically, so we're not going to see anything out the window. Landing gear on for cool. Okay, that's good. Never seen that before. This is nice. Look at it. It says landing gear. Okay. Very nice there. Alright, take it up to 10,000. I'm going to keep hand flying this stuff here, following the flight director. It says brake hot, landing gear down for cool if performance permits. No, it doesn't permit. It's going to have to just cool off on its own, so, or burn down the airplane. One of the two. We're at 6,000 here. That's good. And get the range on that. That's a good deal. So this airplane is showing signs of some intelligence, I see. That gear warning. What's the temperature on the gear? What, 320? Okay. We'll watch it and make sure it cools down. We don't want it catching fire in the cargo bay here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do charts. Let's see what our cruise altitude was. I said it was 390. Yeah. Alright, speed's good. 9,100 coming up to 10. Just broke out of the clouds there. That's good. Very nice. Get to doze down just a little bit. Alright, coming up on 10,000. Let's give it over to the autopilot and get this to 240 for now, and then we'll get our final altitude cruise. Alright, airplane is flying on its own. It certainly is. It is streaming out there. Go, little bird, go. Nice. So beautiful, look at that. Not bad. Brakes are still showing as hot. No problem, we'll leave that cooling fan on. Is the temperature of the brakes coming down? Yes, well, I think so. Okay, we'll watch it and see. What I need to know is if the cabin altitude is climbing. So let's go to condition. That's good. We got bleed air on. Bleed is good. Clear that. And go to system status is normal. That's good. Alright, we're good there. Airplane is doing its thing. And we are heading south out to Florida, to Miami, guys. Not bad. We got it off the ground. We had a rejected takeoff, but we're good. Let's see. Master says, I think the thrust lever should snap into the detents like the flight factor. True. I do hear the clicks though, but yeah, if it snaps, it would be nice. It's pretty hard to select the appropriate position when looking at them or at least making the curves work. I tried doing that, Basti, but I just ended up listening for the sound and watching the flight display for when it happens. When you pop up the MFD windows, you can make them smaller by using the scroll mouse wheel. Okay, let me just try that. I think I knew that already, but you know what? I'm not running full screen mode on my sim, so it's not doing that. That's why it has the thing around it. I might put it into full screen mode just to see if it does that, but yeah, you're right. It should. Alright, so we don't need this anymore. We are going to 390, we know that. We can go to the map mode. Interesting. What did I select there? Yeah, I guess it's going to be all cloudy going to Miami. Not going to be able to see land from here. Map mode, and just see where we are. So we're up in North Florida. At some point we're going to cut across the Gulf just a little bit. We're going to go east of Tallahassee. So we're in Crestview, Florida. So we took out about Pensacola, went north. We're going to go over Panama City and keep going that direction over to Tallahassee and then go south down to Miami. That's where our route's going to take us today. So yeah, it's going to come here and head down south. Let's see, one more zoom. Yep, we're going to come all the way down here. So that's what it's going to be. Nice though. And we got a 79 knot tailwind, not bad. Okay. And let's get cleared up to 390. And we're coming up on standard. There we go. Good deal. Brake fan is still saying that this thing is hot. This has got to cool off on its own. We're at altitude now, so I don't know. We'll just watch that and see. See if that affects the plane or if X-Plane's going to have some fire shoot out from the bottom of this aircraft. I hope not. We can ding the cabin. Stereo cockpit is over, is above 10,000 feet. Bring off all these lights. There we go, and make sure our strobe was on. Yes, it was. AP was off, fuel pumps were on. And blower is off. All right. We are good to go, guys. We are climbing up. I like that. Yeah, Alberta, probably at higher altitude, since it gets colder up there, would help cool the landing gear. Maybe, I hope. I don't know if in real life situations they would actually go to a lower altitude and extend the landing gear for a little bit to see if that would cool stuff down. I have no idea if that's what they would do. Terrain on this side. Could be something that they do. Could. So I'm not sure. Every flight has been just clouds. Like, seriously. Just some serious clouds. Every single flight. Let's see, no ATC coverage for us today. We have Atlanta Center on, but that's north of us. But it's all good. I wanted to do this route anyway. Alright, someone asked for the HD sim. Do you still have that link for the cockpit textures for this airplane? Someone was asking for it earlier. If you could post it, if you got it. If not, I'll search up and look for it, see if I can find it. They're like, wow, that cockpit looks different. Did they update it? Yes, they did. Actually, we're going to 390. That's it. Did you update the Toliss before the flight? No. Is there an update for the Toliss that's out? HD sim? Didn't know that. I guess I haven't been paying attention. I've updated it maybe a week ago, but not anytime soon. Not anytime recently, other than a week ago. I wonder if I could take a shortcut and cut across to the ocean. Let's see what our waypoints are. See if I can give ourselves a shortcut instead of going all the way west and going south. There's Cablo, there's Bolsey, and then there's Nikki and Julie. We could vector ourselves and get a little shortcut here. Nah, let's fly the real route. Let's fly the entire route. Why not? We don't have any ATC, so we're not going to cut it. That's good. Good there. Yeah, these brakes are not coming down at all. Still at the same temperature, 330, 300. How can I clear that up? Landing gear down for cool. I don't think so. If I do that, brake fan on. It wants me to put it on. I'm going to clear this out here. Here we go. Forget you. My brakes are fine. Alright, ground spoilers are armed. Turn that off. Cabin altitude, I can see cabin temperature is good. Altitude is climbing 6,000 feet, 3,300 feet a minute. Nice. Alright, so function is there. Good deal. Good, good, good. Let's just peek out at these clouds here. Oh, so there was an update for the Toliss. Okay. Alright, I guess when we land, we gotta get it. I wonder what the update is all about. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. See what the Toliss update is giving. Version history. So the most current version updated on December 20th, yesterday. Minor new features. Due to popular request, change the method to indicate anti-ice on with no ice detected. Okay. Panning with right mouse click is now possible again. Support 8.33 kHz frequency spacing for VHF 1 and 2, so the radio's been updated. Decelerate messaging in primary flight display if you pass the top of descent without initiating descent. That's nice. SATCOM can now be toggled via the ISCS screen and also be driven by the delivery string and the character T in the engine string for CFMG or CFM engines. Okay, that's one thing there. What else is in here? It says with SATCOM or IAE engines, 2 engines overwing exit shorter than SATCOM. Okay. Added the engine and start fault caution message for start attempts without bleed air. VHF, VOR, etc. volumes can now be adjusted directly from the pilot audio control panel. Perfect, love that. When CFM engine is selected, the N1 mode switches disappears in the OHP. Nice. Minor bug fixes. Fix the crash during loading of the CD pair crash, and then remove spurious gravity feed only status messages during startup from cold and dark. Also improved sequencing for SD pages when more than ECAM messages shown at a time, and an improved representation of terrain on ND for pop-out windows. Oh wow, nice. Well, I guess I'll be getting the update as soon as we land. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. That is good to know. Alright, so we do have an update for the Toliss. A very good update. And this is the thing, man. I know Flight Factor did update the aircraft a lot when it came out, but then they slowed down with the updates. Personally, the aircraft is fine for me, Flight Factor that is, except that if it has a weather radar, that's what we need. I mean, a basic weather radar as a placeholder would do great for me until they get the one that they really want, you know what I mean? But that's just my thinking. What do I know? Yeah. don't think 1.3 is out yet. Yes, there is an update, Eric. I just read it. What's going on, Saturn 28? Welcome, man. Welcome. How's the AviTab going? AviTab is beautiful, bro. AviTab is nice. Absolutely is nice. We're just tracking our progress here. We're going to go across Tallahassee and then come south. It says zoom level 6. Let's see, that's zoom level 5. I guess let me go back to zoom level 7. Okay, zoom level 7 is fine. So it does tell us that 20 FPS. That's them clouds, man. These clouds are killing the FPS here. We're at 32,000 feet, top of climb in about 79 miles or so. And then top of descent is going to be what? 2154, and then 2157. Alright, so we're going to have about a 30-minute cruise once we get to top of climb. So yeah, aircraft is doing good. We are good. Now we'll leave the seatbelt sign on for now until we get up close, and we'll turn it off. Here's the engine sounds I'm talking about. Little anemic for me. These should sound much better, in my estimation. They should sound a little better than that when they fly by, but hey, it is what it is. You guys notice how the trails are white on the Zebo, but everything else is dark? Oh yeah, I noticed that. Hey, what's up, CJ? It's Mr. Hollister in the house, guys. Say hello. What's going on, man? What's up, my dude? Absolutely. Yeah, man, good to see you here. Yeah, we're loving the Toliss bar. We're giving it love today. That's what we're doing. We got the Toliss love going on, and it is nice. So, Saturn 28 was telling me apparently the 767 does also have an AviTab in there too, which is just cool. You know, it's a good thing. And shout out to Deshminder. I guess hopefully that's how you pronounce his name, or Deshmind DR. He's the one who makes the AviTab, and he's the one who hit us up on the chat the other day and got this stuff going for this airplane. And apparently Xplane.org deleted the AviTab for a while there because they didn't realize that he got permission from Toliss to make the AviTab for the airplane, so they deleted it. So he had to re-upload it again, you know. So I didn't know that some of these add-ons that these guys make, the airplane developer has to approve it before the org store will carry it. I just found that out today. But, you know, everything was sorted out. He got permission from them. Well, he already had permission. And so that worked out really good. Hey guys, check this out. Weather radar works. I got weather right here, about 60 miles to my west. Let me see if I can increase the range. That's not terrain. I have weather on this side. There it is. We have weather north of us. Nice. So we have weather on this side, and we have terrain on this side. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. So we got some weather up here in Dothan or Albany, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama. I'm sorry. Yep. Yeah, we got weather up there, and it's showing up on the navigation display. That's what we love. That's why this airplane is growing on me more and more. Just want to show you guys that. that's part of the immersion, man. That's part of what the immersion is with this plane, and that's why it's fun to fly. You know, I will always say that the flight factor is more refined as an airplane, but the Toliss here is fun as an airplane to fly, and that's what we love about it. It's good. Where are we heading to? Yeah, we're in Florida, man. We're going down to Miami. We're going down to Miami. Let me look up and see what kind of weather we're going to have to land in down in Miami here. I'll check the ATIS later, but I wanted to see active sky. So right now where we are, there's showers below us, but we're above all of that stuff. That's the condition. Where's the map right now? Center, locked airplane. Yeah, there's weather to the north. Let me show you guys just real quick. This is how good the sim has integrated stuff. Let's go to display. Come on, you can pop up. Close that down. So that weather information is coming from active sky that we just saw on the navigation display. So what it's saying is that to our north, as we just saw, there was weather. And that's what we were looking at there. I mean, we're looking at the weather up north right there. And that's what showed up. And over time, they blend the stuff, you know, so it's not sudden. So it looks like we have overcast skies going all the way down the coast of Florida. We have some weather off the coast here we might run into. Hopefully not on descent. And then, and so forth and so on. So we might have overcast all the way down, but that's the kind of briefing that that active sky gives you in the sim itself. You know. Now, let's see, 375, almost at top of the descent. Let me go ahead and turn off the fast seatbelt sign here. It's people stretch their leg and get up.
Ladies and gentlemen from flight deck, I'm turning off the seatbelt signs at this time. However, as we cannot predict when there may be unexpected turbulences ahead, you should always do a front and keep your seatbelt fastened when you are on your seat. Enjoy the flight.
Hey, what's going on, Black Knight? So you've got the facts right here. It says Black Knight says the landing gear fans are to cool the brakes after landing, as it is only at that stage do they have cool after absorbing the energy of slowing the aircraft from its landing speed. What's your taxi? Well, what's my taxi speed? No, you know what? The taxi speed was fine. I did a rejected takeoff. That's why they were hot. I was going on a runway and my yaw was ridiculous. We're all over the place. So I did my first rejected takeoff and the auto brake kicked in, slow us down to a stop. It was perfect. Airplane worked good, but that's when the brake temperatures went up. So that's what happened. Why they're hot. Now I'm thinking in real life they would have been cool by now. Hopefully, I don't know. But remember, M times V equal E. Yep, that's true. That's from the physics class. That's from physics class, man. That is true. True. But so, quick story. So yesterday, you know, I'm chilling at home before I had to go out to dinner. And I'm like, you know what, let me watch some streams. Let me jump over on Twitch and see who's over there and just watch. And I was watching a couple of guys, they signed off, and then I picked up Bellins, and he was flying, no, it wasn't Bellins, it was somebody else, some other guy. He was flying P3D, and he was doing the Airbus, the Aerosoft Airbus. I was like, you know, this is cool, look good. I gotta tell you, man, the clouds over on P3D, they're good. They're good clouds. I'm not gonna lie, the active sky over there is just tremendous. I'm hoping that when they come out with their clouds for X-Plane, it's gonna be good. I almost got jealous. I was this close to getting jealous of P3D and the clouds that they had. I was this close, like, wow, those clouds look good. But kept my cool, didn't get jealous, and I worked with it. But yeah, it was amazing. You know, amazing to look at. Look at the shadow from the sunlight on the EFB. Now that's some really well thought out work right there. Or it's probably just end grain in X-Plane, but yeah. The shadow here looks that's cast on the glass looks so good. It really does. Let me see if you can see from over here. Yes, you can. And look, it's not lined up. It's like offset because the EFB is off the windowsill here. It's good, man. That's just good work. Good work. I was trying to see how this thing's attached. Hold on, I'll come back here. Hold on. I was trying to see if I could see how he attached it in the back. And it wouldn't allow me. I was getting too close to it. Oh no, there it is. Got it. The IXCG wouldn't allow me. Oh, he's got the iPad logo on there. Nice. He's got the charging port, so that's iPad 3 or up. And he's got the iPad logo, and he's got a little clip on the windowsill for it. That 3D design is wicked. I'm not gonna lie. That's a screenshot right there. I'm shooting that. That looks good. Beautiful. 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 Yeah. No, it wasn't Chewy Saturn 20, it was somebody else. Got a question for you guys about Twitch streaming. Are all you guys on Twitch or just YouTube only or both? Do you guys have a Twitch account or do you guys check out streams on Twitch as much as you do on YouTube? Or is it strictly YouTube that you guys check out? Curious to know. I'm just curious. Every now and again I consider going on Twitch and streaming over there and then posting the videos on YouTube after I'm done. But somehow I feel like I don't want to lose you guys, and I'm not sure if everybody is over on Twitch. So by the show of hands, who's not on Twitch? Who's just on YouTube strictly? Serious question. Would love to know. Would love to know that. Let's see, where are we? Center on the airplane. Here we go. Okay, we're going over the ocean right now. Nice. We're heading down. Eric, you stream on both the same time? So you do a restream. Okay, I got you. Cool beans. Cool beans. And Jordan Sim Vlog, you're on YouTube only. I got you, man. Okay. You have a Twitch account where you occasionally watch Twitch streams Saturn 28. Hey, what's going on, Micah? Long time no see, man. You're on, yeah, you're definitely on Twitch. I know that. I check you out on Twitch too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice on the tube only. I got you. Missed that bit, but it's nice on YouTube only. HD Sim, I have a Twitch account and follow a couple streamers such as Castrator, Jeff, Keith Smith. I did try to do a multi-stream with Restream, but I ended up monitoring only the YouTube comments, and then I missed some comments on Twitch. People were like pissed off that I wasn't acknowledging them. And so I dropped the multi-stream because it's hard to monitor both streams at the same time in the chat. I know there's an integrated chat you can get that will cover both streaming software at the same time. But I'm like, you know, the less complication for me, the better. The less complication for me, the better. So yeah, you know. And by the way, guys, Eric is the one who does the EFB here, and I'm not sure you saw that, Eric, but I love the modeling, man. I love the modeling behind it with the clip and everything that's behind the way you did it here. It's the integrity of it is just awesome. I love that. I love the detail that you put in. Even the holes in the speaker. But yeah, that's sweet, man. That 3D right there is sweet. That's some good integration. Here's your clip. You can clip it out and stuff. It's beautiful. Beautiful. For me, it just makes this airplane perfect now. Love it, love it, love it. Here she goes. Don't get me wrong though. I love the overcast on this. I was watching somebody flying with what's that weather program that I use and stopped using after one stream? SkyMax Pro, one of the original payware weather add-ons, and it's just, if SkyMax Pro could somehow get past that cloud box thing and the overcast sky thing, they would have a decent program, but at this point I don't know if they're going to do it or not. They've had a lot of time to try it. That would be one good thing there, but they haven't. But yeah, we're getting there slowly. Slowly but surely we get there. We got the sun going down to the west. Alright, good deal. Good. You know, it's funny though. I gotta tell you guys that I think I might have mentioned it before. All right, you'll be right back, Micah. No problem, man. Enjoy dinner, bro. Saturn 28, you're doing a quick flight from San Diego to Las Vegas. I hear it. That is a quick flight. Yes, CJ. Yeah, the clip for the iPad is dope. It's really well modeled. Absolutely is. It definitely is well modeled. I love that. HD Sim says, I'd like to thank Eric for stopping by our stream. Absolutely. Usually big streamers are the ones that get all the love. Yeah, I know, man. Us little guys don't get it, but hey, it's all good. Definitely appreciate Eric being here and just sharing the love with us. Yeah, he's definitely dope for adding the tablet for us over here. Absolutely is dope for doing that. We definitely appreciate it. Frames are going back up, and that's good. Nice. So we're just skirting the coast here. Really, got to land off to our left. And let's see, top of descent. We just got to check that real quick and make sure. Should have some time. 21, 25, 21:55. So 25 minutes top of descent. I'll start planning my descent soon and see what kind of weather we have in Miami. Actually, let's go ahead and pop up the EFB here, go to our chart, and we can run through real quick and see at the time when we pull this. See how the sunlight is washed out on the screen, and then in the areas where there's a shadow it's not washed out. That's the kind of realism that you just can't. Man. It's washed out here and it's not washed out there. That's beautiful. That's good to look at. But yeah, anyway, what I wanted to look at was what the weather was going to be in Miami. Let's go to that part of the plan here. That's ICAO flight plan, a couple more pages. Oh, here we go. All right. So that was Pensacola's weather. Here's the destination weather in Miami. So we're looking at 360 at 6 knots. So it's 6 knots coming out of the north. So we could land straight into the ocean, or we'll see. And then we got 10-mile visibility, broken 4,900, temperature 19, altimeter 3024. And any special remarks? Not really. So 360 or 6 knots. We'll watch that. We'll get some updated weather when we get closer. Our alternate, by the way, is Orlando. So we got to go back north if we have a problem in Miami landing. What's this? Yep, Orlando scenery is bad. I got to go address that at some point. We got a 114 knot crosswind. Kidding me? Look at the crab angle right there. That is crazy. Did I just kick the rudder pedals? I think I did, yeah. Straight back out to your plane. Alright, cool. Yeah, that crosswind is crazy. We're only doing 419 across the ground. Not cool, man. Not cool. what else can we look at in our flight plan? Let's see. Why is it getting stuck on that? Okay, here we go. We can check our fuel predictions. Short flights, not a big deal, but long flights, something you want to check. We're coming up to Endu, E-N-D-E-W. Currently we have, how much fuel on board? Fuel. So we got 4.8 kilo of fuel on board, coming up to Endu. Where's Indu on this? Oh, here's Indu right here. So we should have 4.5 minimum, and we have 4.8. So Indu is what we're coming up to. We should have at least 4.5 kilo on board, and right now we have 4.8. So that means that we're doing good on the fuel predictions there. Sweet, perfect. So nothing to worry about as far as fuel is concerned, and that's good to know. Good to know. All right. So the picture of the Cessna I showed you on the Discord that was upside down was due to me coming in too high for the approach, hit the ground pretty hard, bounced, stalled, and flipped on the side. Hey man, you gotta take the sim seriously. You gotta do it right or go around. Ask me how I know. I've done something similar on stream when we landed in, what was that, DC, so I know how it is. Eric, you're just a regular guy like you all, just a little bit of modding. Man, we appreciate your mod, man. I mean, if you look at the mod list, in my opinion, for all the different mods that people have done, you're definitely, as far as usability and importance, I mean, there's tons of mods for clouds and tons of mods for freeware mods for atmosphere, but like usability wise within an airplane, top 2, top 3. This is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and when I saw that the Flight Factor had it, it was one of the reasons why I got the Flight Factor so quickly when it came out, because I wanted an EFB in an airplane. It was just so useful, you know. And then when Zebo dropped it in there, I was like, whoa, look at that. So now all the airliners that I fly have an EFB in there, and I put them to good use on every flight. So you're top 3 as far as I'm concerned when it comes to usable add-on stuff for an airplane to just have your enjoyment or immersion level go up that much more. I guess if you're not, if you're just flying on your own, it's good. But when you're streaming, like for me personally, I like to show people this stuff. It just, you know, you can't believe how many questions I get from guys who have never flown before, or they want to know how to set up a flight plan, or they want to know what I look at, and they want to know how to read the charts and all that stuff. And being able to show it while I'm streaming is a good deal for me. And I mean, being able to bring up the approach charts, the descent charts, the taxi charts, so everybody can follow along is what I like, and that's why the usability of it is so nice. I'll load up Miami real quick. Airport info. Alright, so we got 30, which is this runway right here. Now, where's 30? Did I put in the right runway? Oh, 30 was this one. Yeah. It was going over the ocean. We were going to come downwind, go over the ocean, and come back to 30. We'll see if that still stands. Go back to Miami here, and go to the arrival, which is the... Oh, love having this right here. Arrival is the Scots 5. Good. Scots 5 arrival. There we go. Ooh, we got land out there, folks. Look at that. Nice. Oh, sweet. We are off the coast. clear skies. Oh yeah. Probably get to see Tampa on our way down. Nice, like that. So yeah, arrival is Scots 5. And what we were going to do if we do 3-0 is do this entire thing, wallop, lease it, and then get vector back around and come to 3-0, which is this runway. So we'll try to update that later on and see if that's going to still stand on it. All right, coming up to Clearwater, St. Petersburg, Winter Haven. Just enjoy this for now. Look at that. Look at that heat shimmer right there. X-Plane is the best. And that's what you call beautiful skies right there. This calls for some music, man. Oh, sweet. It's the nice yellow banana. Ah, so this is made for VR also. That's good. Good to know. She said, I started integrating the aircraft because it's very useful in VR. Cool. The drawing looks pointless, but you go VR and that's the way to go. Yeah, man, I'm scared to go VR. I might not want to go back. I might not want to go back at all. Pretty cool. Some developers already denied having it integrated, but I hope that they integrate themselves. I know you're not going to tell us, and I don't want to ask what developers do that, but that's kind of stupid. I would suspect that developers actually sell more aircraft just because it's got the integration that people love in it. Why would they deny it? When that happened today, when we lost the integration on this airplane, I wasn't even aware that you had to get permission from a developer to integrate stuff in the airplane and to be able to download it and distribute it on the org store, but I guess that's the way it is. I guess that's the way it is. What are you going to do? But it is appreciated though. Absolutely. Absolutely appreciated. Looking over the Gulf of Mexico, man. Nothing but water out there. Top of descent in about, what's that, 8, 5, 13 minutes. Top of descent. Alright, let's do some descent planning here. Pop this up. Over to our EFB. And let's go to perf. Next phase. Next phase. And just look at some temperatures. Let me get some updated information. I got a quick question for you, Eric. How hard is it to include a web browser in your EFB? Just curious to see if it's something hard to do or if something easy to do. I'm curious about that. That would be one good thing. And there was one more thing also I wanted to mention. But I guess that's the first question. How hard is it to integrate a browser in an EFB? And the second question is that I did a night flight last night with it, just a quick test. And when you're on some of the map pages, you know, it's really bright. Is there any way to integrate like a night mode on it? Just those two things, a night mode and a web browser. I saw somebody on the forum ask about the web browser, so curious to know if that's hard or easy to do. That's something that would definitely be welcome, if you don't mind. Okay, so Eric is saying that mainly because if everyone mods, they lose the ability to troubleshoot problems. I see what you're saying. If everyone is using a modded version of the aircraft and when a new update comes out, you need to reintegrate. Okay, that would make sense. So I guess the developers want to keep somewhat of a tight lid on the product, because there are people out there who would forget that they put different mods on the airplane, and then when the new update comes out, they actually blame the developer for breaking the airplane. So yeah, makes sense. I see you, man. I see you. And some developers may integrate in the actual airplane. I got you, man. I see you there. Perfect. So yeah, Basta said the web browser brings security issues. Okay, cool beans. All right, good deal. But Eric says, do you see the gear icon next to the FPS? Click on it. You should be able to increase brightness. Okay. All right, so here we go. Learn something new right here. Click that, and that's the brightness adjuster, and you can turn off the FPS on and off or not. Oh, nice. Why didn't you tell me about this, man? This is nice. Awesome. It even looks even better, more realistic with the brightness turned down, a little bit than all the way up. Oh man, it's getting better and better. I like that. So there you go, guys. That's the way right here. Gear icon. Click that. Adjust the brightness. And then that's what? Extended media. I'm not sure what that for. Is that for music or something? But that's cool. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Perfect. Perfect. Like that. Falco is responsible for that part. It uses a lot of memory to have the browser. True, okay. And new update comes out every few minutes, and that is a security issue as well. I got you, man. Cool beans. Hey, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for appreciate it, man. You know how we are, right? You give us one good product, and like within 2 seconds, we're asking you for more. We just can't get enough. But that is sweet. That is sweet. I gotta do another screenshot here. No, I don't do that one. Let's do. Yeah, I did one already. Good deal. Good deal. Works really good. Doesn't take away any FPS at all from the flying itself. Oh yeah, we gotta do some descent planning. Let me pull up another screen real quick. I wanna make sure the weather's still current. Sky vector. So what's going on in Miami here? Alright, Miami weather. 3607 knots. 10-mile visibility, scattered 5,500. 18C 3032. I wonder if I can copy and paste that. Interesting here. Let's see. I'm looking at something else for the Miami weather, and I'm wondering if I can copy it. Let's see. Okay, MIA ATIS. Here's one other place I could get ATIS on the internet. AirNav. Here we go. I think this should be updated. So I want to cut and paste it in the EFB here so I have it as a reference to look at. Meet TARS. Here we go. that. Let's come back here and go ahead and paste it in the notes. Come on. There you go. Alright. And let's do that. Paste. Okay. So here's the latest METAR at 2200 Zulu. 3607 knots. Let's pop all this information in. Good, alright. Okay, so wind is 36007 knots. The 10-mile visibility scattered 5500. 18 Celsius is the temp. And altimeter is 3028. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. 3028. Yeah, this thing is slow sometimes. All right, that's in. We really don't need a decision height. Let's just put it at 200. Fine there. Wind's good. That's good. We have transition 1800. That's good to go. All right. So yep, this is what the notes are good for right there. You can just copy stuff in there. And I think if it's out of 3606, we're going to do 300. So we're going to keep the runway that we filed for. So let's go to airport and download that ILS for that runway. So the approach is going to be for 30. We're going to keep that. That was to take us beside downtown. Now we can verify that we have the right frequency. So it's 111.7304. 111.7304. Go to nav. See, the ILS is the Toliss is still doing this. It's not updating, at least not soon enough. 111.7 at 304. 11.7. And course is 304. I know this was an issue before. Okay, 111.7304. That's it. Alright, top of descent in 20 miles. And we should be good now. We have clearance and we have land. Oh, I think Tampa should be somewhere over here. Somewhere over here is Tampa. Let's go to the map real quick. That's North Point, Punta Garden, Cape Coral. There's Tampa, Naples. I think we passed it. Yeah, we passed Tampa. Not a problem. Alright, we're off the coast here. We're good. So we're set up for the descent. Coming up in 20 miles, ladies and gents. How's the temp? I think it's still the same, Alberta. I'm not worried about it. I see. Alright, the chromium model on the flight factor EFB is completely overhauled. It's a real issue and no one is talking about it. I got you, man. I see. Okay. You're about to buy this plane. Yep, CJ, go ahead, man. Pull the trigger. It's pretty good. You can disable the washout as well, but I think it looks realistic, especially in VR. Yeah, I love the washout, man. The washout is that's the realistic look, definitely, Eric. I like that, so don't mess with that, man. Don't change that at all. Bass says you kind of would need to run the local installation of Chrome and XP, and that's a ridiculous task if you ask me. I got you. Okay. So, no browser it is. It's fast right now. Leave it be. Did you know that you can download sectional FAA maps and use it on the tablet? Really? So you can use sectionals. The airplane location will be shown since the GeoTIFF files includes information to calculate location of the plane. So you can put sectionals on this, especially if you're flying GA. Wow, that is nice. That is nice to know that you can download sectionals on this stuff. Didn't know that, so it's way deeper than I even expected to be. Or even Mercator maps, and you can tell the coordinates of 2 arbitrary points yourself, and it will give an estimate of the location. That's way more. That's in depth, man. That's in depth. You hear that, CJ? So you're going to be doing your flight lessons, man. You definitely should get the EFB, because you can have the sectionals in all the different planes that you're going to be practicing on. You know, that's pretty good. That is good to know. That is great. Absolutely is. Let me just check my top of descent here. Yeah, here we go. Top of descent. So let's get this down to 240. This thing is fast. And start our descent. Here we go. And let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we're just about to begin our descent, and I will be turning on the seatbelt signs shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you.
Nice. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. That looks so good. Love that. Wow. Nicely done. Cape Coral, you're in Fort Myers area, guys. I think Southwest Florida International Airport is out here. As a matter of fact, there it is right there. They built this huge airport in the middle of nowhere. Southwest Florida International Airport, KRSW. Did I fly in there once? No, I picked up passengers from there one time. Well, a passenger, not passengers. Yeah, it's a good airport out there. And the west coast of Florida is growing, so they built that just to accommodate the expected traffic level that they're going to be having out there. So it's pretty cool. Definitely is. CJ says, hell yeah, sectionals. That's it, man. Absolutely. Sorry. Alright, it's got the GitHub link on there. Good deal. Thanks. We got that. Man, Eric, these developers should be giving you a little cut here and here, man, for getting the integrated tablet into the cockpit. You know, it really does, I think, add value to the airplane. A lot of tremendous value. You know, it really does. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that, whatchamacallit at work in the engines. That is cool. The particle effect. Condensation is building up in the engine because it's coming over a cloudy area. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're a little bit high. We're fine. Speed is on point. Don't worry about it. We could pull out the speed brakes just a little, maybe. Let's give it a little bit of speed brake here so it can catch up. Let's go out half a notch there on the speed brake. Half a notch on it. Get the profile back in line. So we want to come back in line here. Oh, we don't want it to get away from us. Let's go. Alright, so we're about 110 miles out. Doing the ILS approach. Good deal. Alright. And no weather on our weather radar, which is good. We don't need any weather at all. And here we are. We're going to be making a left going across the west coast of Florida back to the east coast. Let's look at our approach, make sure we have that in here. Right, here we are on the approach. We're going to be making a left over what I love about this also? Navigraph does have the built-in Simlink to show your airplane, but it doesn't always work. This one is instantaneous. You don't need a separate add-on for that to work. And I love that. Oh wow, you see that sun reflection a while ago? With that turn? That's pretty cool. Alright, profile is good. We can stow this. See if I get more reflection. There's a sunlight reflected off the screen there for a second, and that looks awesome. I was used to say before, this is what got me attracted to X-Plane. The fact that it had shadows in the cockpit like that. That's just crazy that it can do that. But let's keep our descent going. Let's get it down to 10,000. Keep the descent. We're across 10,000, 250, not landing east, we're landing west, so 16,000 at, what's this waypoint here? That's Scott. 16,000 at Scott. Make sure we have that in here. Scott is 13th. Okay. We'll work with that. Not a big deal. Now check out this reflection. Oh, look at that wing reflection. And that's why I fly, bro. This is why I fly the airplane. Look at the spots on the wing and that sunlight reflection coming off the wing. And the lights flashing off the wing. Let me see P3D or FSX do that. I don't think so. Yeah, that particle effect is wicked HD, so that is dope. Yeah, it is by far the better Simman. In the future, more Navigraph maps are going to work, and you don't actually need Simlink for that. Okay. AviTab does it for you. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean. The Zebra does not use Simlink, I think, CJ. It uses the same thing as the AviTab. The Simlink is only used in the Flight Factor because it doesn't have the AviTab. Flight Factor uses something completely different. So, yeah. I'm loving this sunlight here. A little bit of bump on the wings, a little bit of turbulence. Nice. Alright, profile still good, speed right on point there. So we're going to go out to the ocean and come back in with this approach, by the way. Let's do that. And let's do that. Yeah, this cockpit texture is crazy nice. Alright, turn on fast seatbelt sign, call it the transition altitude. That's good. Plans there. Gonna go to Scott, Wallop, out and back. Nice. Get vectors after. So good deal. We're good. Standard mode. Where's the altimeter again? Go to my notes here. Altimeter was 3028. Yes, sir. 3028 on the altimeter. Nice. One long continuous descent. After 10,000 there, we can get it down. Good deal. Here she goes. Hey, look at that. The brake, hot brake stuff is not on anymore. Cool down. let's see, where was the brake, hydraulic bleed, engine APU, conditioner, and wheel? Yeah, back to 270 and 250. It was up to 350 before, so the brakes did cool down. Good to know. Good to know that the brakes did cool down. Back, arrival, Scott 5. Here we are on the arrival. That's good. Let's go here and go to the ILS approach. Runway 30. Nice. Alright, we got saved. Alright, let's check everything here. Thank you, Toliss. There, we got sun over our shoulders. Perfect. On the screen. Flight plan is in. That's good. Let's see, radio navigation. ILS is 111.7. 304 is the course. That's good. Sweet. That's good. We're back in business. Good deal. Wow. 10,000 is set. Let's bring us down to 8. And we are on the profile. Perfect. Perfect indeed. Okay, let's pretend like nothing ever happened. Where were we, guys? Where are we talking about? Yeah, we're going to be going over downtown Miami, landing on 30, so we should see downtown and circle back and come back to land. Definitely, runway 30 is a nice approach. Yeah, what's up, First Officer Phil? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. We paused time there for like 15 minutes, I think. See if we get more particle effects here. Not really. Double check where the radar is. Back on. Let's go. Here, and let's go there. Perfect. All right, good. We have weather radar on, terrain radar is on, so that's good to go. We can check out all those situations if needs be. Alright, we're good on speed. Should be coming back to 250 knot here shortly at 10,000 feet. And I'll give it some speed brakes if needs be. Clouds are nice though. Not gonna lie, clouds are really nice. Alright, 10,000 is coming up. Let me go ahead and turn on these retractable lights here. Good. Lights are on. Seatbelt sign can come on. That's good. Let's put some light in the overhead here too. So you can see here we're going to be going downwind and coming back and landing on 30. I think the ceiling was 5,500 on the weather. Okay, perfect. Alright, airplane is slowing down. Let me just help it real quick and then we can continue our descent here. Get it down to 250 knots. And remember that flap speed that we can get, flap 1 is 230. Flap is 225. Good deal. Alright, we don't need that anymore. I'm going to arm that. It's going to be auto brake 1 for landing. Everything else is set up and good to go. Outside temperature right now is 12 C, so we don't need any anti-ice because we're in South Florida. Even though it was 48 degrees here this morning when I woke up. I do have the Miami Drizwecki Miami. I think Dr. Zawecki, that was one of his first city he did, and it's okay, but it's not as good as his new ones. But it's all right. It looks good. It gets the job done. That's what we have. Look at the sunlight coming through here, and clouds. What's going to be the intercept altitude here for the ILS? If we go to Shannon, it's 3,000. So we're going to do 3,000 on the internet intercept. Let's get this down to 3. Good. Speed's good. Oh, we can see land, folks. Below the clouds. Here's the airport right here. Here's 30. So we got the field. We're going downwind right now. Speed's good. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, look at this cloud. Are you kidding me? We're flying right into it. This is exactly what it looks like when you're coming into Florida and these what, cumulus clouds that just pop up and you gotta fly through them in and out of these clouds. Wow. Nice. That is sweet. Sweet looking. And you're coming in right over the Everglades here. Alright, so that's our field over here. This is 30 this way. Look at downtown Miami. Kidding me? Look at that. Got the cruise ships off in the bay over there. We're going downtown. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, and once we pass a beam in the field, we're gonna go flap 1, which is 230 knots. And that's the field off to our left there. Between the clouds. So we're basically going to head out to sea, and we can do the terrain radar. We have the clouds. There's a sea out here, ocean, and come back over the ocean. And that's downtown. Yeah, this is one of the older Drizwecki sceneries, but it's good. I think the cloud base should be 5,500. This is Miami Beach out here. This is downtown Miami with the arena right there, I think. Yeah. Can't see nothing, but we should be coming back over it. Just 11. Alright, we're gonna go a little ways out and come back in. Alright. And let's talk to the cabin crew here.
Cabin crew, please prepare cabin for landing. Please prepare cabin for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. I'd like to thank all of you for flying with us today. We appreciate the business and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
There's a city over there. I think we're at 3,000 now. Yes, we are. And that last waypoint was Oldie. Yeah, Oldies we need to be at 1,600. We're gonna go all the way out and come back. What's this one here? Oh, this is, yeah. I forgot where this is called. That's so beautiful. Aventura, I think. Could be wrong. All right, let's go down to 2,500. And before we do that, let's bring the speed back some. 210 or 180. Let's bring the speed back and turn it back around and head back to our. We're going to do landing system, localizer, and let's go flap 1. And that should bring out the slats in front. That's good. Go ahead and bring out flap 2. Come on, are you kidding? Forgot how sensitive this thing is on flaps. Alright, speed's coming down. Flap 2 speed was what? 200 knots. Alright, good to go. There it is. Alright, we got that on. And we're gonna go down to 2,500 feet. 1,000 feet a minute is good. And then we're going to vector ourselves and turn back. Bring it back all the way around and pick up the ILS. See the ILS though, but we can do the visual if we have to. We certainly can. Alright, there's the glide slope. Here's the localizer picking up. That's good. There's the city off in our distance. And there's the airport here ahead of us. Let's make sure our intercept angle is going to be good. Alright, let's go ahead and we are what? 16 miles out. We can leave the gears for now. We're good. And we should see a deflection in the localizer here in a minute. Alright, spoilers arm, speed brakes are set to 1. We got the runway and we got Miami over there. have the localizer any minute now coming in. Miami Beach, man. Hazy weather now. Alright, here comes the localizer. That's good. I should capture here in a sec. And we are at 13 out. Go ahead and activate the approach. Confirm 129, 135. I didn't do the localizer. I'm kidding. Here we go. So we got the localizer. And we can do the approach mode also. Good deal. Alright. We missed the localizer by a bit, but the airplane should catch up again. There you go. Good airplane. Good, good, good. And let's get the gear down. Let's configure early. We're going to maintain the speeds. And let's do this. Landing lights can come on. Yep, already on.
Cabin crew, please prepare cabin for landing. Please prepare cabin for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. I'd like to thank all of you for flying with us today. We appreciate the business and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
There's the city. Yeah, this is not Dre's Wake at his best, but it is what it is when we had just gotten this scenery on this airport and stuff. Let's just peek out over here real quick before we land. Overcast skies, 5,500, and we should be on the glide here shortly. Wow. Are we? Yes, we're on the glide. Perfect. Alright, flat full, gear downs, 3 greens. Let's check the cabin. And we're in full config there. Good deal. Wow, look at that. Oh man, are you kidding? Screenshot. Gotta screenshot that. Missed that screenshot there. Would have been nice. One more. Alright, let's pay attention to the land of this bird here. Alright, there's the ILS. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take over the airplane. We're fully configured. Good deal. Alright, my airplane. Let's do this. That. Should be messing with that right now. Okay, we're still on the profile. Glide is being held. That's good. And we can plan our taxi and exit there. Alright, got the nose back up.
Glide slow.
Gotcha. I don't think I've ever done this approach here in Miami
Glide
before.
slow.
Turn that off. Get the nose up a little bit.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
500.
Glide slow.
A little too low.
Glide slow.
Alright, here we go. Get the nose back down now. That's better. Still a little bit high, but we have a long runway, so we're about flying in.
400.
Watch my descent
Sync
right
rate.
here.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
200.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Glide slow.
thrusters can come out. Get the nose down. There we go. Alright. Back on the center line there. Alright, airplane is slowing down. Let's just the auto brake do its thing. Let's run it out to the end. And let's go manual brake. There you go. Alright. Almost killed the brakes there, but hey. This airplane is fighting me on landing, man. It's so nice to fly. And we did it. We got it. We finally made it to Miami. Whoa. And let me just go ahead and stop it right here for a sec. There you go. Now we can bring the flaps up. And we can arm the speed brakes. That's good. Good deal. Wow. And let's take a look and see where we are. We're all the way at the end, so we're just going to make a right and hit November and go all the way back across 2 taxiways. Alright, let's just do that. Let's go. Alright, flight time 1 hour 24 minutes. Stop the clock there. Good deal. Welcome to Miami, ladies and gents. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for traveling with us. And we're going to go down this taxiway here. As we get the APU on. And go straight down to our gate. And we can turn off the landing lights. Strobe can come off. The APU is starting up. Beacon remains on. And we should be making our announcements here. Alright, good to go. Welcome. We made it. We finally made it. Wow. Man. That was an interesting landing. That was not butter Saturn 28. Not even close, man. Not even close. Let's keep it going. Some lights up in here. Yeah, this blue looks strange right now. It's all good. Alright, APU should be ready. APU bleed can come on. That's good. All the way down here, pick our first gate. Yeah. So we'll go to make a right on Winston to William. Alright, flaps up. Just turn on the brake fan, cool the brakes off. Because I did use them at the end here. Take the first gate over there to the right. Beside this Delta. What's the brake time? 480. Wow, brake's hot. Cool. Turn that off. And we can turn off the weather radars. Alright, let's take this gate over here, slow it down, and we're going to go to this gate. That one has containers on it. Let's do this one. This is the gate for us. Ooh, wait a minute. Sorry. I gotta reset that rudder pedal again. Let's stop it right here. Good, it's better. And let's roll it in. Alright, turn off the ground spoilers. Good. Seatbelt signs on. Brake fan APU bleeder zone, that's good. No smoking signs, and we're going to go stop right in front of these containers right here, right under the light. I need a payware in Miami Airport, man. This Miami Airport is like Let's stop it right there. Put the brakes on. Good deal. And we can shut down 1, shut down 2. Beacon can turn off. And fast seatbelt sign can come off. Good, good, good. We're here. We made it, man. And right where the sun's going down. So without further ado, let's just do the replay on this and see how it goes. Let's see if we got that landing any kind of decent way.
100.
That's good. Let's start it from here. Let's actually do the runway scene. Come on. Let's watch how this goes. Which runway is this one? Saw a crab on that. I didn't realize how much crab I was taking in. Damn, got the center line too. A little bit of float there. And I was off. Wow. I didn't even realize the wind speed. Look at that. Look at the crab coming into this. Look at that. Didn't realize I was carrying that crab angle right there. I rested a little bit too much, touched, bounced a little bit, and then touched again. Nice. Alright. We'll work with that. Let's see what it looks like from the tower itself. We have Miami in the background there. So I was really gusting out of the north, man. I was pushing those. Mike Aviation, if I don't turn on the brake fan, the brakes can overheat and eventually pop the tires. So it cools off the brakes. That actually wasn't a bad landing at all, guys. Let's do that again. Actually, it wasn't bad. Looked better from this angle. Yeah, so the brakes will get hot. The brake fan will just be a fan that's cooling it off while you're taxiing and when you stop, so it doesn't overheat and pop the tires. You have like a safety plug on it to make sure the tires don't, the air in the tires don't expand because of the heat and stuff. Nice. I'll do one more. I want to look at the scene, the city in the background there. Yes. Good scene. Good scene, this. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. Love that. Alright, let's do a couple more. From the right wing over here. Nice little evening landing. Hey, what's going on, Freddy Vasquez? Welcome aboard, man. Thanks for the water comment. I appreciate it. Mike, you missed the landing? Don't worry, I'm going to keep replaying the landing. It's not sunny and bright in Florida. I don't know. Where's the sun? I guess the people of mine aren't partying tonight. These people party with or without sun down here. Definitely. That wasn't bad at all. Actually, that landing was butter-ish. That's what I would say. It's butter-ish landing. Let's do it one more time real quick. Yeah, it's butter-ish. Oh, here's the sun right there. The sun just came out. Who asked for the sun? Yeah, that was a smooth landing. Not gonna lie. This reverse is coming out. Nice. Love that. Normally I would be hitting the reverses as soon as I touch. Stop doing that now. Stabilize it before I hit it. Let's do the swing over here. Oh, this would be nice. Okay, here we go, folks. This is it for us. Let's do this one more wing landing here, coming in over Miami. Looking at all the homes, the autogen scenery. This is not orthophoto, by the way. This is just plain old-fashioned autogen you guys are looking at. And as you can tell, it's nice. Look at the sunlight reflection on the wings. What's going on with this video camera here? This is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright guys, this is going to do it for me for the evening. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're watching for the first time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please. Your support is definitely appreciated all the time. Thank you for checking out Explain Segment 2, and I hope you love the Toliss here and the AviTab tablet that we have in. It is a good little combination, I think, for a fun sim and a fun airplane and fun flying. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm just going to watch the plane touch on the roll out here. And I'll see you guys again on the stream. Peace. See you. Have a nice evening.